Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel where we dive deep into the stories that have shaped our understanding of the world. Today, we re-exploring one of Aesop's most powerful and timeless fables, The Wolf and the Lamb. It's a short tale, but its message about power, justice, and tyranny has echoed through centuries. Let's set the scene. One beautiful morning, a little lamb, innocent and carefree, is taking a sip of water from a woodland stream. Life seems peaceful. But farther upstream, a hungry wolf is on the prowl. He spots the lamb, and his first instinct is to pounce. A quick and easy breakfast. But here's where the story takes a fascinating turn. The wolf hesitates. He feels a strange need to justify his actions. The lamb looks so helpless, so innocent, that the wolf decides he needs a pretext, an excuse to make his predatory act seem somehow legitimate. This is the first crucial point. Even the aggressor sometimes seeks validation for their wrongdoing. So the wolf puts on a show of authority and shouts down at the lamb, "How dare you stir up the mud in my stream? You're ruining my water." He tries to frame the lamb as the offender, the one causing trouble. The terrified lamb, trembling but thinking clearly, points out the simple logic of the situation. "But your highness," she says, "how can that be? I'm downstream from you. The water flows from you to me. I can't possibly be muddying your water." The lamb's reasoning is flawless. It's based on facts, on the undeniable laws of nature. And for a moment, you might think this would be enough. Surely the wolf must see his accusation as baseless. But the wolf is not interested in truth or logic. He's interested in his breakfast. Cornered by the lamb's impeccable reasoning, he quickly pivots to another accusation. "You're muddying the water," he insists. "And besides, I've heard you were spreading lies about me all last year." Again, the wolf tries to paint himself as the victim. He's not just a hungry predator. He's a respected figure whose reputation has been slandered. He's building a case not for a court of law, but for his own conscience and for any imaginary audience watching. The poor lamb again has a simple, irrefutable defense. "How could I have done that?" she pleads. "I wasn't even born last year." Checkmate, right? The wolf's second accusation is just as flimsy as his first. The lamb has proven her innocence beyond any doubt. The wolf's entire case has crumbled. But this is where the story reveals its dark and powerful core. The wolf, completely out of logical arguments, gets even more desperate. "If it wasn't you, it was your brother." He snarls. "I have no brothers," the lamb replies softly. Now the wolf is completely exposed. Every one of his justifications has been dismantled by the simple, honest truth. He has no legitimate claim, no righteous anger, no ground to stand on. And it is in this moment of total defeat in the argument that the wolf reveals his true nature. He drops the pretense entirely. The mask of feigned justice falls away. "Well then," he snarls, "it was someone in your family anyway. But no matter who it was, I do not intend to be talked out of my breakfast." And with those chilling words, the charade is over. The wolf grabs the lamb and carries her away. The debate is finished, not because the wolf won, but because he had the power to end it. The moral of the story is as stark today as it was thousands of years ago. The tyrant can always find an excuse for his tyranny, and the unjust will not listen to the reasoning of the innocent. This fable isn't just about a wolf and a lamb. It's a profound commentary on human nature. It teaches us that when someone is determined to do harm, they will invent any reason to justify it. Arguments, facts, and logic are powerless against a will that is not interested in fairness. The wolf's accusations were never about the water or the rumors. They were tools to create a facade of righteousness. When the tools failed, he simply resorted to brute force. This story forces us to look at the nature of power. It shows how power without morality or justice is simply tyranny. The wolf had the physical power, and that was the only thing that mattered in the end. It's a sobering reminder that being right isn't always enough to protect you when you're facing someone who holds all the cards and is willing to play them unfairly. What do you think? Have you ever felt like the lamb, trying to reason with a wolf? This fable continues to be so relevant in discussions about social justice, politics, and even personal relationships. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching and taking the time to think about these big ideas with us. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories that define us. We'll see you in the next one.